hustle back. Hit. Oh, let's go.
From Chris 6 Sports, this is the Friday Night Fever Preview Show. Sponsored by the Bay Plumbing.
Hey everyone, I'm Larissa Liska and welcome to the Chris 6 High School Football Preview Show for the 2025 fall season. It's almost time for our first Game Night South Texas TV matchup and Game of the Week. I'll show you an inside look at new technology that will be allowed on the field. But first, we've got a few teams ranked on the preseason poll, including a powerhouse program that's projected as the top team in the state for their division. 7 Coastal Bend teams landed on the preseason poll in 5A Division I. Venters Memorial is ranked number 20. In 5A Division II, Miller sits high at number 12, but the sleeper close behind is Gregory Portland at number 22. In 4A Division I, Calallen is ranked number 13. In 4A Division II, Sinton sits at number 19. In 3A Division I, Orange Grove landed a spot at number 21. And in 2A Division I, Refugio once again is the top-ranked team. The Refugio Bobcats are used to having a target on their back. However, they would rather have the recognition once they've earned it. Last year, Refugio's hopes fell short in the third round of playoffs. A low-scoring game that went in favor of Ganado 14-6, the eventual state champions. Of course, this year, even with a reset to their roster, Ganado sits second in the polls behind Refugio.
We've been here 19 years, and we're always in the top 3, you know. A lot of times have been ranked number 1. It's not something we relish, but it's something we're kind of used to now. So I think we talked to the kids about it the first day it came out, and I don't think it's been mentioned again.
The Bobcats offense will have a new quarterback. The projected starter is former running back Ray Lewis. He's battling with wide receiver Matthew Pettis. Lewis's power and strength adds another dynamic to the offense.
Being uncomfortable for him is different than a lot of quarterbacks, because if he gets uncomfortable, he's going to take off, and that's something that teams probably don't want. So, you know, there may be times if he gets uncomfortable, it may work out pretty well for us.
Refugio starts their season with a home game against Cotulla on Friday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m. Last year, the Sinton Pirates advanced to the 4th round of UIL 4A Division II playoffs. They were upset by 3 points against Wimberley. Ever since that game, they went right back to work.
Go.
We just reload, and that's the thought process. And these kids know, they understand it. It starts with the off season. It starts the day after that we lost to Wimberley, and it starts in the weight room. It starts in the off season. It continued during the summer.
Sinton's offensive power stems from the trenches. The Pirates have one of the best O-lines in UIL 4A.
We've been training together for I guess 3 years now, and we've all just been we're real tight knit for a while, and it's just a constant grind of being like an O lineman in the trenches. You know, we're just always with each other, always practicing.
They'll give confidence to Sinton's new starting quarterback, Quincy Best, who took advantage of his backup role last season. He completed 2 of 2 passes for 52 yards and rushed for 158 yards on 16 carries and scored 1 touchdown. His receivers are young, but his vertical threat will be senior Sean Hughes.
Our quarterback, Quincy Best, you know, I've known him for all my life basically, and we've really been connected since, you know, since we were kids.
All right, let's go. Look sharp. Come off the ball.
Micah Green leads the running backs. Last fall, the senior rushed for 865 yards and scored 10 touchdowns. At Marcus Zapata and Austin Muchler in Sinton's backfield will be tough to slow down.
Those 2 guys are just as explosive, great vision, great speed, and have heart when they run the ball. And with having those 3 threats back there in the backfield, it's really something nice to have.
Sinton sits number 19 in Dave Campbell's UIL 4A Division II preseason poll. The Pirates' young defense will rely early on the veteran leadership of linebacker Jonathan Rivas and 2-way player Hughes.
Every day they're getting better, and you know, we take pride in playing great defense here. You know, we're going to have an explosive offense, but we're going to have a great defense that is sound and runs through the ball with passion.
Sinton starts the season at home right here at Bone Crusher Arena on Friday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m. against Beeville. Our Week 1 Game Night South Texas TV matchup is a Corpus Christi ISD rivalry, Miller versus Veterans Memorial. Last year was the first time these teams faced off for the first week of the season. And while it means a lot to the community, it's important to remember that it's a non-district game. Either team can bounce back.
Come on back!
You know, the first football game is always exciting, you know, the crowd coming out, community showing support to the team, you know. And just like the first taste of football for the year, you know, great.
It's a Corpus Christi ISD rivalry that's not only fun for the community, but a great test to expose strengths and weaknesses.
I definitely think that will help. I think they'll show us how to play against hard teams that have the grit to want to win. So two teams that will be clutching helmets together to want to win.
The Bucs offense will feature a new quarterback. The projected starter is freshman David James. He'll learn to lead alongside new running backs Daryl Donaldson and Jordan Davis.
And we know there's going to be some mistakes. You know, there's some youth in some spots. You know, some guys that'll be their first time of, you know, carrying the load here.
They'll face a tough test early against the Eagles' veteran defensive front.
We're looking forward to our D-line. Our D-line is probably one of our strongest suit, and I think we can get a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
Veterans Memorial's offense will rally around the run game. Andrew Charlebois rushed for 1,884 yards and 24 touchdowns his sophomore season. The junior said last year's loss to Miller is in the past, and the Eagles are focused only on the challenge ahead.
We're excited about it. We're looking forward to playing physical football. We're not going to back down from the fact that we got a bad loss last season. You know, it's a new season, new us, and we're all looking forward to it.
From spring ball to the fall, head coach Ben Bittner has liked the Eagles' determination.
They're competing for jobs. They're buying into what we're doing, and the intent at practice is there. So, you know, hopefully that puts it together.
Catch the game between Miller and Veterans Memorial live on Chris 6 on Thursday, August 28th at 7 p.m. This Corpus Christi ISD rivalry was established in 2016. Veterans Memorial leads the matchup 8-3, but Miller won the last two meetings, and last year was a 41-7 blowout. It was much closer in 2022, and Veterans Memorial won 38-34. And not many people will forget 2019. Miller won the regular season game, but Veterans Memorial took the rematch in playoffs. We're excited to kick off the 2025 Game Night South Texas on Chris 6. Now let's check out our other 8 games, all at 7 p.m. The next 2 games air on our sister station, KDF. Week 2, top-ranked Refugio travels to Corpus Christi to face the London Pirates. Week 3, Sinton hosts Alice, both teams with new quarterbacks. Week 4, we're back on Chris 6. Calallen is looking for revenge against Carroll. The last 5 games are back on KDF. Week 5, Corpus Christi Ray and Ingleside face off at Buccaneer Stadium. Week 6 is a bye. Week 7, HM King hosts San Antonio Edgewood Memorial at Javelina Stadium. Week 8 is another bye. Week 9, Robstown travels to Rockport Fulton. Week 10, we've got a CCISD district matchup between King and Moody. And Week 11, playoff position is key between Orange Grove and London. Our Week 1 game of the week features the Battle of the Wildcats. Last year, the game was decided by 2 points in favor of Calallen and first-year head coach Charlie Reeve.
There you go, good.
It's going to be a great battle again. You know, 2 good teams, and right off the bat, you know, you've got to come out and you've got to play well. I don't expect anything less than a 4-quarter game. You know, it's GP and Calallen, and we're looking forward to it.
I mean, it's just a traditional, you know, rivalry for South Texas. A lot of people, even if they aren't associated with either school, they know about it. Guys that have really, you know, been South Texas legends have been a part of this tradition, and we love playing them. I'm sure they feel the same way.
This rivalry goes back decades. Last year, Calallen won 42-40. It's a great test to prep both Wildcats for district and playoffs.
Tough non-district schedule, and GP is one of those hard games. They're 5A, we're 4A, and it's just a back and forth game every year.
Calallen's deep receiver core will help quarterback Connor Klosterman get comfortable in the pocket. While he was not the starter last season, he did get varsity playing time.
We're all building chemistry with Connor. He's came in, he did a great job the last scrimmage, and
You know, all our receivers are really excited for this year, you know, spreading the ball out all around.
Calallen has about 6 to 7 athletes that play both ways. All those guys are starters on defense, so Coach Reeve and staff make adjustments to keep those guys ready.
How we personnel things and on offense, you know, get those guys some reps. I think we got a little bit more depth at receiver this year.
Gregory Portland's roster will feature a few new faces as well, supporting first-year starting junior quarterback Carter Dominguez.
We got 3 brand new offensive linemen that played JV last year and 2 wides that played freshman last year. And so we got a lot of learning to do, but they're good kids and they're working hard.
The Wildcats defensive linemen are young, and they'll be looking to senior defensive end Cole Ziprian, who totaled 74 tackles and 3 sacks last fall.
They just got to focus, you know, listen to their defensive keys and pay attention. You know, everyone's got to communicate. You know, I feel like as a team we have good chemistry, so should do way better this year.
GP has had an experienced lineup around the line, returning 8 varsity players on defense. Head coach Brent Davis said if they can win the turnover battle, it's already improvement from last year.
I just hope we can have better than last year. We let up a lot of yards last year, but we fixed our problems and our mistakes, and we're ready now.
Portland hosts Calallen on Friday, August 29th at 7 p.m. at Ray Akins Wildcat Stadium. The Battle of the Wildcats dates back to 1944. These teams have faced off 73 times in favor of Calallen, with 37 wins, 33 losses, and 3 ties. Over the last 3 years, this rivalry has not disappointed. Calallen held off GP last fall 42-40, but back in 2023, GP ended an 8-year drought, winning 25-7. With new talent on both rosters, I expect this to be another great game of the week. Coming up on the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show, meet some of the new head coaches in the Coastal Bend, including Kings Austin Minner, who's looking to change the mindset of the Mustangs.
Let's go!
From Chris Six Sports, this is the Friday Night Fever Preview Show. Sponsored by the Bay Plumbing.
Welcome back to the second quarter of the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show. We'll see a few new faces on the sidelines this fall. Let's meet a few of the Coastal Bend's new head coaches. The King Mustangs football program is projected to finish 5th in UIL District 14 5A Division II, 1 spot out of the playoffs, but they're looking to snap an 8-year playoff drought. They've got a new quarterback, a new head coach, and new energy that's going to turn this season around.
Let's go!
The new vibe, we've had a lot more energy. I think people are a lot more excited with the new coach, you know, all of the new stuff that he's bringing.
That's King's senior linebacker and running back Caden Stringer. He leads a group of fast flyers. Before the season even kicks off, new head coach Austin Minner says the 3-year backer is the heart and soul of the defense.
I can't believe that he doesn't have any attention, but the kid is a fantastic player. We're going to play him a little bit on offense too because he's explosive.
The Mustangs offense starts up front. Not a lot of depth on the line, but plenty of experience.
We talk about everything. We're like brothers, and we like to rally around our quarterback. He's young, but we know he could live up to the expectation.
They'll help their new quarterback. As of right now, the starter is sophomore Tatum Emerson. King's new coaching staff is making changes, trying to put the right pieces together.
Good lead, good. One returning receiver coming back. Another one that was actually a corner last year. We pulled him over to offense. One of our offensive linemen, we've put him over at nose guard. We've just moving people around to make sure we're in successful situations, to make sure that, you know, we have the most opportunity to be the best, you know, chance of winning.
King's culture is changing, looking to string together their first winning season since 2016.
I have a team that could actually, you know, root for and be proud about for once in a long time. That's what I'm hoping for.
King starts their season with the home game against San Antonio Lanier at Buccaneer Stadium on Friday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Over at London High School, Andy Smith is the football program's second ever head coach. Smith says former director Robbie Moreno did a great job establishing a culture.
Pirates on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
London's first football season was in 2014, and they've made the playoffs all 11 years. Smith takes over the program after coaching in Alpine for 2 seasons. He holds an overall record of 10 wins and 13 losses, plus he's 2-1 in playoffs. The Pirates' schedule is tough in District 15-3 in Division 1. So when I asked about their offensive game plan,
we'll go fast at times. But, you know, we like to run the football. That's really what we kind of hang our hat on. And so we're going to throw the football as well, but former offensive lineman. So, you know, we're going to try to get the big guys going a little bit and run the football.
the Pirates start their season with a road trip to Bishop on Thursday, August 28th at 7 p.m.
That's the way to come off the ball now.
George West in 3A Division II welcomes home Rod Blunt. He served as the Longhorns offensive coordinator back in 2013 under the late Tim Holt. Since then, he's served as the head coach for Mathis and Navarro for 9 total years, and he's never missed playoffs. George West is projected to win the District 16 championship, led by a stable of backs, including his senior son, Cohen Blunt.
It's a good mix-up. Hopefully we got a couple of power backs that they're going to hit it and go pound in for a couple extra yards, and we'd like to say we have a couple guys that can go take it the distance as well. So kind of mix those guys up in, and hopefully most of the plays look like they're the same, just going to a different back.
George West will be tested early at home with another strong 3A program in a different division, San Diego, on Friday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m.
Here we go. Quick feet, quick set.
Three Rivers' Jesse Garcia will be making his first appearance as a head coach. However, he's got 14 years of experience serving as an assistant between Three Rivers, Orange Grove, and H.M. King. He's already been with the Bulldogs for a year, so his goal is to build upon their scheme and strengthen their belief.
Hey, stand on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Number one thing we want to talk about was the mentality of which we do things, and not in a negative way, but in the fact that we need to get to that point where we believe we can compete with anybody in the state. You know, so we have to make sure we understand every day we talk about how life is going to be tough, how life is going to be hard. There's going to be some days that are better than others, but every day we come out here, work, find a way to get better.
Three Rivers starts the season with a road trip to Falls City on Friday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m. Coming up on the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show, there's new technology allowed on the playing field.
Click on offense right here. You ready to roll?
Check out how Tulosa Midway has already sped up their play calling tempo at practice and how it works on game day.
From Chris Six Sports, this is the Friday Night Fever Preview Show. Sponsored by the Bay Plumbing.
Welcome back to the second half of the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show. Over the offseason, Texas UIL approved new coach-to-player in-game communication. I took a trip over to Tulosa Midway early August to see one of the few teams in South Texas experimenting with the new gear. Let me show you how it works. Texas high school football continues to evolve. They've added a new rule this year. Imagine wearing something similar to a watch. Then up in the press box, your coach messages you the play. Then you receive it right on your wrist. That's technology Tulosa Midway is adding to game day.
Click on offense right here. You ready to roll?
I feel like it's just way quicker than, signaling from your hand or like a playbook. It's just like you look down, it's right there, you look and then you're going, It's just way faster. You can get more plays in, more reps.
It's a one-way feature that allows coaches to communicate play calls. There is no limit on the number of athletes who can wear a device.
So we have our receivers wearing it, our running back, our quarterback, and then a couple of linemen. So we have everybody that pretty much, they're just looking at it. I mean, it's really simple.
Tulosa Midway's technology is called Go Route. It's great for games, but also helps teams at practice, whether they're going through walkthroughs, reducing install times for new players, and more.
I'm grateful for it, that it's my last year, so they're putting all this money into us, and we're gonna use it to our advantage.
You're probably wondering how secure these devices are. Every Go Route system comes with a unique encryption key that is set for verification, preventing other teams from seeing your play calls.
It just makes us more efficient. We're not going to be wrong. We don't have a kid miss a sign. We don't have a kid, not run his assignment because, he missed a play call.
Say it, go.
So it just takes all that away and allows our kids to play faster. It allows our kids to be more confident out there.
Good ball, Jake. Good.
The Warriors start the season against Moody at Cabinet Stadium on Thursday, August 28th at 7 p.m. Coming up on the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show, which teams are not ranked but could be one of the dark horses to have on your radar. I'll highlight just a few of the larger schools on my list in sports.
From Chris Six Sports, this is the Friday Night Fever Preview Show. Sponsored by the Bay Plumbing.
Welcome back to the final quarter of the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show. There are some unranked teams that are looking to make an impact. Let's start in Corpus Christi ISD with the Carroll Tigers. Head coach Cal Netherland accomplished one of his goals last season, sending the Tigers back to playoffs. They had not made it in 8 years, and prior to taking over the program, Carroll finished 0-10. Under his reign, they've won 5 games every season. This year's seniors are the first group to begin their high school career with Netherland. Now they believe they can compete for district.
We have a lot of depth, a lot of skilled athletes. We feel like for the first time we match up in a lot of places with those teams where we haven't before.
We hit the offseason very hard, but we just know we have good chemistry since freshman year, and we're just trying to prove to the city that we come in this year.
Carroll kicks off the 2025 season with a unique road trip against Alice. Since the Coyote Stadium is being built, they'll meet up in San Diego on Friday, August 29th at 7:30 p.m.
You got 2 tight ends. What do we do?
Flower Bluff graduated a lot of their starters who led the Hornets to the 4th round of playoffs. Now they have a new quarterback, and the projected starter, Lucian Cruz, led the offense in Alice last fall. Flower Bluff participated in spring ball, giving the Hornets plenty of time to build their chemistry.
People say, well, man, you only bringing back 2 or 3 guys on offense, but what people don't realize is that we had a bunch of these guys on varsity already. They were all rolling in and out, and they got tons of experience on the field. So that's like I tell these guys, who cares what everybody says about those starters coming back? Shoot, any one of those guys at any point could have started last year. There was just it was a fight for it. So I feel good about it.
Go. The Hornets kick off the season with a home game against Mexico City on Thursday, August 28th at 7:30 p.m. The Moody Trojans are on the outside looking into the projected playoff bubble in 5A Division II, but their junior running back is already getting college looks. Caden DeFore split the backfield last fall, but now he's leading the slot T attack. He's already been getting college looks and has a Division I offer from UTSA. DeFore's specialty is speed, agility, and vision.
He's going to carry the load, and that's basically what we want him to do. We want him to be the guy back there, and he knows it. And so he's preparing his body for a long season, but for a great season for him.
It's not just me putting effort into this team. I see them also putting effort, and they're ready for this season and ready for whoever comes our way.
Thank you so much for watching the Chris Six High School Football Preview Show. We wish all the Coastal Bend teams good luck as the road to state starts now.